Yo! Welcome back to the channel, baby. Welcome back to Lace's Most Sports Talk Show, baby. That's how we get turned up. You know we can't come in this joint and we get turned up. That's how we get turned up. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe button, because you know I appreciate you for watching. You know why I'm getting turned up. You know why we keep dancing, we keep going forward. It's because I am motivated. You see the twitch in my eye? You gotta stay motivated in these situations. You gotta stay blessed. And right here, I got motivational quotes out for y'all. Y'all that's out there grinding. Y'all out there moving forward. Y'all out there doing y'all thing. And on my right, I got John Morant here, bro. He's the talk of the town, and we gonna go ahead and jump into the subject. John Morant, bro. John Morant, what are you doing? What are you out here doing, buddy? Do you understand the people who want to be in your shoes, bro? You got a $200 million contract coming up, bro. Your team is number 2 in the West. This is the point y'all wanted to get to. This is the smack talk y'all been talking all season, from last year to this year, to every NBA team. To all of y'all that's down, to all the people that's down y'all because y'all be talking crap. Y'all number 2 in the West, bro. And y'all going through too much right now. Y'all been so good just to fall apart now. Why? Why are you flashing? Why are you being investigated right now by flashing guns on IG Live? You have a Nike deal. You have a shoe deal. What are you doing? You got a Nike deal. You got $200 million on the way. What's the point? Were you trying to get out of this because you've never been hard? You've never been hard, and if you are hard, you're not showing it. So why are you flashing guns on IG Live? And now the NBA, your NBA has suspended you. You come back in like a game or so, but Grizzlies talking about there might be more time headed on to your suspension. The police is investigating you now. The NBA has been investigating you for what, John Morant? Because you want to prove a point on social media? Why are you shooting laser beams at Pacers security after the game? What are you doing in that situation? I just want to say to you, John Morant, in what situation in the incident with the laser beam against the Pacers, the incident with the 17-year-old, you hitting them, showing your gun in the IG Live? What was the upside you were going to get? What's the amount of paycheck, amount of money and improvement you was going to get from any of those situations? You can't be dumb. You can't be dumb. You can't be seriously that dumb to have this amount of money in your lap, to have a Nike deal, to be the comeback player of the year, the most improved player of the year, with your team number 2 in the West, at the top notch, and now you're showing guns on IG Live? I think that's someone he'll be singing. I'm gonna get the ring with the section, baby. I don't know you, John Morant. I don't know if you come from the streets. I don't know if you know what I'm saying? If you didn't come from the streets, I don't know you, John Morant. But what's the point of showing it now, my dude? Even if you came from that situation, being in the streets and being down bad, say you didn't have this and that going on, you made it from that. So you don't have to do that gang banging shit anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that anymore. You came back from that. You at the top notch. You in the NBA, John Morant. You done made it. Just like I said, anybody would love to be in your shoes, John Morant. What's the point of John Morant even doing something like this in the beat, hitting on a 17-year-old for what? You're showing your gun for what? You're a grown man. You're a grown man. That 17-year-old, he don't got nothing compared to you. So what are you gonna lose it all for? You done got your family here. You done got yourself here. To put in that hard work you done with being on the grind since you've been young and you got to the point you wanted to be at that you dreamed of? Why are you even doing something like this? To even get suspended? And I'm not hoping at any point, I hate talking about this subject for real. I'm hating to talk about this subject. And as a black man, for you to be the leader amongst black African Americans in this world, to be the most, you know what I'm saying, idolize, you know what I'm saying? There's kids that idolize you, bro. There's people who look up to you. You on television. You on my screen right now, Morant. And just to jeopardize that, all of that for what? Just for you to what? Say you got a gun? To say you got a gun, you flashing it? You in the NBA. Let's get back to that point. You're in the NBA. You are on the biggest stage. You are a professional basketball player who gets watched every day, and you're on here showing guns on an Instagram live. He should get his ass whooped. And I don't mean to cuss. He needs a whooping. He needs to get spanked. But when you young like that, and you see you got it going on, you know, you got your money, you got your shoe deal, you know what's going on, the youngest will start to come out. We'd had situations like that with Allen Iverson, with Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? When you young and you got a lot of stuff going on, you got the money, you was still in that young life. When you was young and you got to the NFL or the NBA, don't matter, baseball, and you start making money, whatever's in you is gonna be more of that. Whatever amount of money you got, that more of that in you is gonna come out when you got more money. You know what I'm saying? So if Morant was trying to be on that flexing type situation in high school, you know what I'm saying? I'm that man, I'm that dude. Imagine if he gets more money. He gonna be an asshole. So he doing asshole shit, flexing for no reason, and nobody really cares, but the NBA association looking at you doing this dumb shit. So I hope he came out with the statement. He came out with the statement. He said he's gonna get some help. He's off Instagram. He done deleted all his social medias. So shout out to him. I like his apology and saying how he's gonna really rehabilitate himself, and he's gonna go back and he's gonna focus up and he's gonna come back out here. This is the land of second chances. This is the land of second chances, and I see my boy Morant getting his second chance back. They come in the playoffs and they knock some back body out. But moving on to our next segment, we got Derek Carr. He then dropped off somewhere, and he dropped off in New Orleans, baby. He is with the Saints. He with the Saints right now, and who knows? Can this bring the Saints back? You know what I'm saying? Can it make the Saints turn around to what they've been, because they've been awful? They done took chances on Jameis Winston, and you know the 30 for 30 Jameis Winston. 30 touchdowns with 30 interceptions. This man was awful and good at the same time. Made no sense, Jameis Winston. And they got him on the team, but it looks like they're about to cut him because they'll free up some cap space. I think it's $4.4 million. They're gonna free up in cap space if they release Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston is done. I don't like to do that to a man, but we just seen Jameis Winston. If you're a football fan out there and you watch NFL, Jameis Winston is just a bad quarterback, and if he's starting on your team, that means your team is going to be bad or is in the top 10 of draft picks. Let's be real. Nobody wants to put that as their starting quarterback out there. Okay, Jameis Winston, he could come and be a backup. He can come in. He has potential as a backup, but as your starter coming into the season, do you actually think your team is going to be even near the playoffs with Jameis Winston as your quarterback? But to end with that, yeah, Jameis Winston is just bad. And Derek Carr, he comes in, he gives this place life. He gives New Orleans life. He can say New Orleans we are back. You know what I'm saying? They might can find something in Derek Carr. I'm really not a big on Derek Carr fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Because the Raiders, they didn't build a great team around Derek Carr. I would say their offense was disappointing. I'm not going past this year because he had Devontae Adams. He had Darren Waller. He had Hunter Renfrow. He had Josh Jacobs. Even though their defense was horrid, because he hasn't had a top 10 defense ever since he's been on the Raiders. He has not had a top 10 defense. So that goes into it too. But for you to have that type of offense, I feel like you should overplay the defense, you know what I'm saying, to win games. Even though if these are games that they really could have won if their defense would have been just a little tad better. But their offense really disproved this season too. Derek Carr, he gets into a new situation. He goes to a new team. He gets to a new situation. Maybe that's good for him to get a restart. I think the Saints are signing him to like a 4-year deal. You know what I'm saying? That's your future. If you think Derek Carr showed you enough to have you for 4 years and into the future, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to see what he got. Because I really been disappointed. I really haven't seen what Derek Carr has brought to the table at all since he's been a quarterback. He had like one good season beating the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, he had no playoff wins. He's been to the playoffs, but he has no playoff wins. He's like 0 something. I don't know if it's 0-2 or 3, but he doesn't have any playoff wins as a Raiders quarterback. So that says something. And to have that team you had last year, that says something. For you to go to a new situation, can you actually go into a new situation and actually take over the team, lead as a quarterback? Because we all know you're a leader, Derek Carr, but you're on that team. But you come into a new situation, take this as your last go-round, because Derek Carr, you do not get it done, I think it's your last go-round. That means it wasn't the Raiders. That means it was starting to be you. It's going to come out to say that Derek Carr, it's you that's been hindering a team that cannot win. Hopefully the Saints, they can tie in and they can keep Michael Thomas there so you can have your definitive number one. Can Michael Thomas stay healthy for another season? Because Michael Thomas, when I'm telling you, Michael Thomas healthy was one of the best, almost the best wide receiver in the league.
The slot. Passes to Thomas. He's gone. Touchdown, Saints.
And you know that if you watch football, back when Michael Thomas was healthy. But he hasn't been able to be on the field. And the best availability is availability. Are you available on Sundays? Can you make it to practice? Can you be in team offices, you know what I'm saying? Still putting in, you know what I'm saying, your work. You got to stay on the field. You got to get it done. And you can't be a number one receiver not being on the court. And that's just what it is in all sports. We can go through talent. Anybody can have talent, but can you stay on the field? Can you stay durable? And Michael Thomas hasn't been staying durable. So let him stay healthy. They still got Alvin Kamara. And y'all know Alvin Kamara. That boy will get busy on you in a second. He can take over a game. Absolute Alvin Kamara.
Breeze look deep, covered, comes back Kamara. Made a man miss. Alvin Kamara across midfield, still on his feet. Kamara's got a bunch of room and some blockers. Hurdling a blocker at the 25. Inside the 50. What a run by Kamara, who's all the way in.
If you let him take over. So to have an Alvin Kamara, to have your number one in Michael Thomas, to have an actual quarterback, and we seen their defense. The Saints defense is still like that. They're one of the best defenses year in and year out. And they were a defense that Tom Brady didn't have problems with anytime they played together. The Saints always had a great defense with Thomas over there, with Cameron Jordan over there, and those boys leading that defense. And Derek Carr, I hope, I pray, we don't want to see anybody lose. You know what I'm saying? I hope he goes in. I hope he tears up that job. I hope he, you know what I'm saying, maybe gets another extension and he gets the Saints back where they were when they had Drew Brees. I know they don't got the same coach anymore in Sean Payton, and Sean Payton went to the Broncos, but maybe the Saints can start to make noise like how they used to because they got a fresh start or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And they got a new QB. But I thank y'all for watching my videos every time I post them. I thank you so much. We're going to keep on the grind. And you know what I say at the end. God bless.